everyone, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So today I'm going to bring you a really quick lunchtime meal prep. I'm gonna prep 5 lunches. They're probably gonna all be the same just because of the fact that it's super easy, and I know that it doesn't bother me to eat the same lunch every single day. So before I get started and turn you around and show you what I'm gonna make, I just wanted to remind you, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please take a moment just to hit that little subscribe button below. And if you want to be notified of upcoming videos after you subscribe, hit the little bell there. Bell, it's going to be down here. So with that said, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get the rice started. I thought this week I would bring rice as part of my side dish and serve that under a bed of vegetables, and then have some grilled chicken with that. I figured that would be super low, it would be really good, and having the rice just as a nice carb on the side would be really good with that too. It would kind of keep me fuller longer. Sometimes when I'm trying to make my lunches too low point, I'll do chicken with a side of vegetables, and then I end up getting hungry later on in the afternoon before it's time to actually have dinner. So I'm hoping that the addition of the rice as my carbs will really help. So super simple. I've got my rice cooker out here. We're just going to go ahead and dump in 2 cups of brown rice. The only thing that I've done is I rinse these. They still have a little bit of water left in them, which is fine. So to go ahead and press, we're gonna put this into the rice cooker. The next thing we're gonna add is I took some of this chicken base. Hopefully you can. That's a little better. Just took some of this, added it to some water just to flavor it. So instead of making it just plain brown rice, it will be a chicken flavored brown rice. So I have 3 cups of that going in. 3 cups of the chicken broth to 2 cups of the brown rice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plug this in, which I should have done this beforehand. So all I have to do with this is I just have to press the power button, the brown rice button, and then walk away. And when that one's done, we'll have a nice big batch of brown rice to have. And it's gonna make more than I need just for lunch. I'm gonna also have this maybe during the week, maybe do some stir fry later in the week. So I'll have the rice already done. So the next thing that we need to do is get our vegetables together, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put those in the oven because they turn out so good, and it's just a quick, easy way to do it. It's gonna take about the same amount of time to do that as it's going to take for me to get my vegetables done as to making my brown rice. Where are my words today? All right, so hang tight, let me grab my cookie sheets, and then we'll get started. Okay, so this part is super easy to do. All I'm gonna do is take one of my well-loved cookie sheets. I'm gonna spray it with some cooking spray. The kind that I'm using is the same one I use all the time, just the one from Costco, the canola oil cooking spray. So I've got that sprayed. I'm going to go ahead and dump. I got about a half a bag of vegetables left here. So I'm just gonna dump the whole half bag onto the cookie sheet. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sprinkle some Trader Joe's 21 seasoning salute on it. You can put any type of seasoning that you want on it, just whatever your preference is. But I really like this one, so I'm just gonna dump some of this on. And of course, the seasoning is 0 SmartPoints. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the oven and get my chicken pulled out so that we can get that on a cookie sheet and get that in the oven too. So let me switch gears and we'll get the next part started. Okay, for our chicken, we're just gonna go ahead. I just lined my cookie sheet with some aluminum foil. I'm gonna go ahead and spray that just to make sure it doesn't stick. Got 4 pieces of chicken here. I'm going to use salt, pepper, and then some more of that 21 seasoning salute. I was going to change up the spice on this, but I figured since the vegetables already have this on it, it might be easier just to go ahead and just keep it consistent. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these onto my cookie sheet. I'm gonna season the other side, and then I'm gonna put these into a 375-degree oven until they are done. Now a couple of these are a little thicker. I could have pounded them out, but since I'm really not in a hurry, I'm just gonna go ahead and let them cook. So I'm thinking maybe a half hour to 45 minutes, which again will be about the perfect amount of time because of the fact that that's about how long it's gonna take for everything else to get done. So a little bit of salt, a little bit more of that 21 seasoning salute. And then I'm gonna get this in the oven, and then when this comes out, we're gonna go ahead and cube our chicken and start to throw them into our meal prep containers, and then I'll bring you along for that. Okay, so our rice just got done. Just wanted to give you a quick little look. It's nice and fluffy. It smells like chicken broth, which makes it nice because I don't know if you've ever had plain brown rice, but it's not really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this go ahead and cool off, and then once this gets cooled, I'll start throwing together my lunches for the week. Okay, so everything's cooled off. I'm gonna go ahead and throw together 4 lunches. I have a half cup measuring cup here. So I'm just gonna get a half cup of rice, and I'm going to put my rice in the big sections. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get those done first. That's 3 and 4. You see they're just still steaming. I tried to wait and let this thing cool down a lot, but it was taking forever and I really wanted to finish these up, so I'll just let them cool on my counter and we'll go from there. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna throw a scoop of vegetables on top of each of these. And then I'll see how much I have left, and I can always eat these as a side dish throughout the week for my dinners this week. So one on top of this one on top of that one. A couple of these look a little shy. Try to get them all looking even. I think that looks good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut up 1 chicken breast and place that in the small portion here. So I've got the first one chopped. You can see that gives you a nice little amount of chicken there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the next 4 done, and then I will insert a picture at the end of the 4 containers filled. And with that said, I wanna thank you for watching. I want you to go ahead and give this a try. I mean, it was so super simple because of the fact that I got the rice on and then I threw the other 2 things in the oven. So it was basically just a few minutes of prep and then wait for the cooking time and then wait for them to cool off. So I mean, in reality, I could have been doing so many other things, which I was multitasking while these were in the oven cooking. But if you're sitting around and watching TV, you could totally have done this before you started watching your show, and by the time your show was done, everything could have been cooked and cooled off, and then you could have thrown them together. So I'm just trying to figure out how I can help you fit more in to your day and show you how easy it is just to take a few extra minutes to prep, and it makes your life so much easier. It really does. All right, so enough of that. I think I've got my point across. Hopefully this helps. All right, so with that said, signing off from here today. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.